Okay, so today we're diving into an absolutely wild epic filled with wizards, aliens, and terrorists. It's this huge, sprawling story, but we're going to cut through all that noise because at the very heart of it all is one single mystery. And yeah, we're going to solve it together. So let's just get right to it. Amidst all this chaos, who is this boy, Amal, at the center of it all? And maybe more importantly, who is his father? And that one question, that's our North Star for this whole deep dive. All right, so it's time to meet the man of the hour. This is Amal. He's just a kid, really, living in a school hostel. You know, seems pretty normal on the surface. But trust me, his life, and especially his hunt for his real family, it's anything but ordinary. See, Amal knows he's adopted, and that one fact, it's like the engine driving his entire life. Every bizarre thing that happens to him, every dangerous situation he gets into, it's all tied to this search for who he really is. So it's not just about staying alive, it's about figuring out his own personal, superhero-level origin story. Okay, so to make things even more complicated, Amal's got these three super powerful, totally different guys in his life, and each one of them kinda acts like a father figure. So let's do this like a proper investigation. These are our three main persons of interest. Let's check out the lineup. First on our list, Sharmer, the wizard. He's the super mysterious magic teacher who sort of takes Amal under his wing, teaching him all these ancient arts, like how to literally leave his body with astral projection. He's definitely a powerful protector, but you can't help but wonder, is he just a mentor, or is there something way deeper going on here? And then we have Mr. Bimal, the psychology teacher, and he is like the polar opposite of Charmer. He's the grounded, kind one, the guy who gives Amal a little bit of stability in his completely insane life. He's the one offering that praise and support you'd expect from a dad. And rounding out our trio is Mr. Cyril. He's the science teacher, but get this, he's got these deep secret ties to aliens and some seriously advanced tech. He's always talking about how our skies are unprotected, about alien ships that can bend time and space, basically pulling Amal headfirst into a world of cosmic conspiracies. Okay, so we've met our suspects. Now it's time to look at the evidence. But in a story like this, the clues aren't going to be fingerprints or, a smoking gun. They're hidden in the whirlwind of absolutely surreal and dangerous stuff that happens to Amal every single day. So check this out. It's a perfect example of how wild this story gets. Amal learns this incredible ancient magic from Charmer, astral projection, and what does he do with this mind-bending power to leave his own body? He uses it to sneak out of the ICU to catch a concert. I mean, come on. It's that perfect mix of the totally magical and the completely relatable. All right, let's just take a second here and look at this checklist. Seriously. Surviving a crocodile attack? That's just the warm-up act. We've got ritual fire dances, fighting terrorists, helping out with alien operations, visiting a moon base, and, oh yeah, no big deal, just hiding a genetically engineered being named Enkidu inside his own body. This isn't just a tough childhood, it's a full-blown cosmic blockbuster. And the craziest part? Look how fast all of this happens. In just over a month, 40 days, Amal goes from getting attacked by a crocodile to being rescued from terrorists by an invisible alien spaceship. The pacing is just relentless, and it's all pushing him closer and closer to the truth. So, after all that, where does this crazy train finally stop? The big finale, the final confrontation, it doesn't happen in some dusty old room. Oh no, it happens exactly where it was always meant to. Out in space, on an alien ship, where every single secret is about to get dragged into the light. And this is where the final, crucial piece of the puzzle shows up. On the ship, Amal finally meets his mother, Mala. And of course, her backstory is just as insane as everything else we've seen. Turns out, she was hunted by treasure hunters because she has this unique genetic makeup. They called her a virgin of superblood. It's the reason she had to go into hiding, and it's what kicked this whole insane story off in the first place. So here we are. Everyone is finally in the same room, or, well, the same spaceship. And this is the moment Amal takes charge. He is so done with all the secrets, all the maybes. He demands a real answer, and he uses the alien tech right there on the ship to get it. He calls for a paternity test. This is it, folks, the moment of truth. And there you have it. You can't argue with science, right? The results come in, and boom, Charmer, the wizard, 0% match. He's officially out of the running. The test confirms a high probability match with one of the teachers. We're down to 2. That DNA test, that was the final key. It just shattered the wall of secrets they'd built for years. With the science locked in, all that's left is for Amal to ask one more question, to get to the emotional truth of it all. And this is it. He looks right at Mr. Cyril, the scientist, and he asks the one question that says everything. Notice he doesn't just ask, "Are you my dad?" No, he asks, "Did you give me to Ukobanda when I was a little baby?" It shows he knows the secret is way bigger than just biology. And with that one question just hanging in the air, we have our verdict. The mystery of who Amal's father is, it's solved. But like it always is in stories like this, getting one answer just opens up a whole new, much bigger question. Mr. Cyril's silence says it all. It's a confession. The truth is out. He is Amal's biological father. And this whole crazy conspiracy, all the secrecy, having all these powerful men watching over him, it was all part of his 17-year plan just to keep him safe from the exact kind of dangers he's been facing his whole life. So we finally answered the who of it all. We know his biology, but the story leaves us with something so much bigger to think about. He knows where he came from, but who is he going to choose to become? I mean, think about it. His nature is from a scientist with ties to the stars, but his nurture, that came from a wizard, a kind teacher, and a lifetime of absolute chaos. So will he follow his blood, his training, or will he carve out a path that's completely and uniquely his own? And that right there, that's the real mystery.